I'm going to repeat that. So as you find yourself sitting here with your pelvis like a bowl, heavy and full with connection to the earth beneath you, that the earth receives your presence everywhere you walk, you leave an imprint of your energy, of your vibration. Settling down into that first chakra, the part that meets your seat, is, you can look at the base that just touches the seat as a color red. Just feel yourself red, vibrating red. And that is food, water, shelter, survival mode. Anything just to survive, to help us live another day. Very primal. And just taking a nice deep breath. Like imagine you're breathing in the color red through the nostrils, to the back of the throat, all the way down to the pelvis, like pouring this beautiful red cherry juice down into the base of the bowl of your pelvis. And into that, just feel that connection to everything that was here before you arrived. The earth has been here, is still here. And offering gratitude for just being able to receive the blessings of the food that you eat, the water that you drink, and having a roof over your head. Exalting the divine, who manifests himself as the many, as each of us. The one diversifies itself to be each of us. And here you are, offering gratitude for everything and putting in those positive ways, vibrating the possibility, coming away from survival. I have to survive every day. I fight every day. I was born in survival mode. Every day is a fight for me to get up and go and train and all the rest. I'd rather think of it as that every day is a new invitation to step into the wellspring of well-being that is divinely your birthright. Just by the mere fact that you have a body. And because we have a body, because we're in human form, we get to choose. We get to choose how we speak, the words that we use, the thoughts that we think, and the actions that we take. And once we align to our truth, our inner being, the inner knowing, the God-given sense of why we're here, and tap into the unconscious, to the part of you that was intended to be here, the eternal essence of who you are. When you feel like time passes, you're aligned. When you feel like everything feels so good right now, whether it's a minute, a second, or two, you're aligned. See how many times of the day you can find where is that in your life that you've ever felt like everything's okay? Maybe it's just falling off to sleep. Maybe it's first waking up. Maybe it's lying down and recovering from a great workout. Maybe it's eating the best meal you've ever had. Maybe it's like experience that little high that we have after maybe you have a beer or a drink or whatever. Or the smile on your daughter's face. But using your human life to divinely and radically affirm the blessing that you are on the planet. Because when you feel that you're a blessing, everybody else will. But you have to feel it first. And you have to cultivate that by the words, the thoughts, the actions that you say. And to remember that we cannot have two trains going in opposite directions to get what we want ultimately. There's got to be a sense of coherence, a sense of, yep, that's in line with what I think. And just count the next 12 breaths nice and slow. I want you to see yourself inhaling the exhale that God just gave to you. So when he exhales, you breathe, that's your inhale. And when he says, I'm taking back the breath, you exhale and give it back. I want you to do 12 cycles of that. And you can say, I know that I'm inhaling the divine's exhale. I'm inhaling the divine's breath into my life. And thank you, I offer back to you. And then if we're lucky enough to receive the next breath, we have gratitude. Thank you for that breath. And with more thoughts, words, thoughts, and actions into the wellspring and abundance consciousness, the more abundance will come your way. Just the mere fact that I have definitely donated so much more to you than probably any other client in many years. It's abundance. You've created that. You created that for yourself. You manifested that in me. You're getting it. What a blessing that is to be given somebody's professional time. Like, wow, I must be some lucky dude. And put the value on that. Put the value on the money that you were able to pay, that to honor yourself. Thank you to yourself. I literally put my money where my mouth is because I really do want to shift. I do want my life to look different. I no longer will be using that old storyline and that narrative. I have a new narrative and I'm creating it. It's brand new. I don't even know what it's going to sound like, but I know that I cannot keep the same one that was gone because it doesn't make me feel good. I'm only going to think thoughts that make me feel great. And that's the work. Once an hour, come up with a gratitude. Come up with something that just really is a great feeling thought. And then take your last 2 breaths, inhaling nice and slow to the count of 4, and offering gratitude to God for giving that to you. And revel in that beautiful, sweet breath. And then when you have, you can exhale and give it back. And then take your last inhale right now. Saying thank you. And then exhale, releasing the breath all the way. And let's just gently take your hands together at your heart. Just rub your hands together. Taking this life force. Rub it kind of hard so you get warm a little bit. And very slowly separate the hands. You should feel like a tingling right between your hands, like an invisible snowball or an invisible vortex of energy. And take that and pour it into your eyes. Again, more God and goodness. And let the center of your palms sit on your eyes with your fingertips facing the sky. And then gently exhale, slide the hands down the sides of the face, over the cheeks, fingertips under the jawline, moving them way to the back of the neck, and give yourself a nice massage, like a mother pussycat, like hugging the scruff of the neck. Pull the skin in the back of your neck. Chin is high. And then gently slide the hands around to the front notch of your neck, palm over palm. Take a nice breath here. And then exhale, give it all the way back, saying thank you for that breath. On the next inhale, slide the hands right down to the heart. The heart mind lives right here. Knowing that alignment sits right here when you feel so at one with yourself and the universe. Such a happy place. And there's no more to-do list. So when you find that you are just fine, just as you are, no perfection, no striving, just aligning. And then inhale from here and exhale all the way down to right above your belly button. Take a nice breath, puffing the palms and puffing to the back of the room and the sides of the waistline. And then inhale again, being filled up by God's love. And then exhale, take the palms right over the navel. And then exhale, slide the hands all the way down and down the legs. And you can bow your head a little bit lower than your heart. And then gently slide up, keeping the eyes closed and heavy. Imagine that each lash is like a bolt, a lock on the eyes. And your job is to slowly release the intersected lashes, separate lash by lash, and begin to open your eyes, slowly taking in the light of the room to soften your nervous system, breathing with gratitude for the ability to understand the words and to understand the gift that is. And then once you take in the room and the eyes begin to open, just breathe as if your eyes were your nostrils. Breathe into the eyes. Breathe all the way into the back, to the retina, to the back of the head. And then exhale with mind sight. Release the breath straight out. And take 2 more like that. And last one. Beautiful. And then softly come back to the room.